Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today. We're excited to present our topic, how NCT became the group we know today. What makes this topic interesting is that NCT is not only a boy group, they are a system, a long-term project designed to evolve with global culture, technology, and music industry. Unlike typical K-pop groups that follow a predictable model, fixed members, fixed concept, fixed lifespan, NCT breaks almost every norm. They, they redefine what it means to be a K-pop group by functioning more like a global network than a traditional idol team. Throughout this presentation, we'll explore more how NCT was planned, how they were built, and how they were grew into a cultural phenomenon that impacts music's performance, branding, and globalization.
And by the end of this presentation, our goal is to help you understand why NCT was created this way, what makes their structure unique, how their music and performance identity evolved, and why they matter not only in Korean pop culture but also globally. NCT isn't just a random concept, it's a strategic response to where the world is heading. And today we will break down exactly how that strategy turned into the group we see today.
To understand NCT, we have to go back to where the idea came from, Lee Soo-man's New Culture Technology. New Culture Technology, or NCT, wasn't originally the name of the group. It was a blueprint, a vision for the future of entertainment. Lee Soo-man predict the globalization will demand a new type of idol, someone who isn't restricted by nationality, language, or location. His idea was essentially this: K-pop will not remain Korean-centered. The world wants representation, and the music industry will reward groups that reflect global identities. He believed future idol groups should be customizable. If one region grows in popularity, a unit can be debuted there. If a new trend appears, new members can be added to match it. If fans desire new styles or collaborations, the brand can expand. This was, this was incredibly forward thinking, especially considering how rigid idol groups used to be.
To compare, traditional idol groups were like closed boxes, fixed membership, fixed concept, and very little change over time. NCT is like an open ecosystem which is constantly evolving, constantly updating, and constantly bringing in new talents and mixing them with existing members. This vision wasn't simply about music, it was about globalization and scalability. We can think of it as the K-pop version of an international franchise. Except instead of stores, you have idol units. Instead of franchise managers, you have localized members. And instead of products, you have culture. NCT's origin is rooted in innovation, and innovation is what allowed them to grow so fast. Now let's break down the structure itself. The NCT system is based on four core elements, which together allow constant expansion. One is unlimited members. Most groups struggles when members leave or when the group gets older, but NCT avoids this issue by design. They can add new members anytime, which keeps the brand fresh and future-proof. Second is multiple units. NCT isn't one group. It's many groups under one umbrella. 127 focuses on soul, Dream started with a youth identity, Wavy expands into China, and CTU shifts depending on the song. Each unit has its own style, but they all belong to the same larger brand. Number 3 is rotational membership. NCTU is a perfect example. The lineup changes depending on the concept. If a song needs strong vocals, they choose vocalists. If a song needs heavy rap, they choose rappers. This gives SM creative flexibility and prevents the group from being stuck with one fixed identity. Last but not least is localization. Members come from Korea, China, Japan, Thailand, Canada, and the United States. This wasn't accidental. It was part of the strategy. Localization helps NCT connect with multiple countries at once.
This entire system is NCT Entertainment, and this entire systems is SM Entertainment's response to a world that is becoming more interconnected. Social media spreads culture rapidly, fans collaborate globally, and music tastes cross borders instantly. The traditional idol model wasn't built for this era, but NCT model is. It's adapt to new markets, it's grow as needed, and it prevents the brand from becoming outdated. This is why NCT remains relevant even as trends shift. Their system is designed for a change. Before NCT officially debuted, many members came from SM Rookies, a highly strategic pre-debut training team. SM Rookies was more than just a trainee introduction platform, it was essentially a pre-fandom incubator. Fans were able to see trainees in practice videos, watch them in SR15B dance clips, follow them in reality and behind the scenes content, observe their individual personalities. By the time NCT debuted, people already know Taeyong charisma, Ten's dance ability, Jaehyun vocals, Mark versatility, and Jaeno or Jisung potentials. This built early trust and emotional investment.
Another important point is team chemistry. Because these trainees practiced together for many years before debut, the teamwork we see today, their synchronization, stage balance, and compatibility feels natural. Even though NCT has many members, the group doesn't feel chaotic because the foundation was built carefully. SM didn't just debut random trainees together, they created a shared identity and common history before the group even existed. NCT's debut rollout is one of the most interesting in K-pop history. NCT U came first in 2016 with The Seventh Sense. This wasn't a safe debut at all. It was experimental, dark, minimalistic, and very different from SM's typical sound. They introduced the idea of rotating members immediately. Next came NCT 127, the Seoul-based team known for bold, powerful concepts like Fire Truck and Limitless. They represented the city's fast energy and unique culture. Then, NCT Dream debuted with a youthful concept but with surprisingly strong songwriting and performance quality. Even though Dream was originally planned to be rotational or with members graduating, they built a huge fan base quickly.
These four units together form. Finally, in 2019, Wavy debuted under label Feel. They expand NCT activities into China and over music that fits the Chinese and Southeast Asian markets. These four units together form the foundation of NCT Universe. Each unit contributed something different. NCTU, flexibility, NCT 127, having a good performance power, NCT Dream having emotional connections, and Wavy having international reach. And also in 2024, NCT was debuted. Together, these debuts build NCT unique identity. NCT musical identity stands out because it doesn't try to match trends, it creates its own. Many people describe NCT music as noise music, but that label doesn't capture the complexity behind their sound. Their tracks use heavy bass, layered texture, unusual chord progressions, experimental beats, and non-traditional song structure. Songs like Cherry Bomb, Simon Says, and Sticker generated huge decision because they broke conventional K-pop rules. Vocally, NCT used stuck harmonies, dynamic ad-libs, and intense rap flows. Their music has personality. You can recognize it as an NCT song from just 1 second.
In performance, NCT emphasizes precision and difficulty. Their choreographies include sharp angles, fast movements, and highly coordinated formations. Group dances like Black on Black, Kick It, and Boss show NCT's signature strength, which is large group synchronization. Even with many dancers on stage, their formations look clean and intentional. This high-level performance identity sets them apart from many groups and positions them as leaders of powerful choreography. One of the biggest turning points was NCT 2018, which is called Empathy. This was their first time all active members appeared in one project. It helped fans understand NCT as a single brand with multiple extensions, a universe. Then came NCT 2020, Resonance, one of their most successful eras. Resonance showed how powerful the multi-unit concept would be when coordinated properly. It also created iconic combinations like Make-A-Wish, 90s Love, and Work It. These large-scale projects strengthened the group's identity as a system rather than a normal idol group.
A second key turning point was NCT Dream becoming a fixed unit. Originally, Dream members were supposed to graduate when they turned 20. However, fans loved Dream's chemistry so much that SM removed the graduation rules. This decision was significant because it showed SM listens to fan feedback. It allows Dream to mature musically. It stabilized part of the NCT system, and it strengthened Dream's long-term identity. Dream's growth since then proved the power of stable group structure and strong fan attachment. NCT cultural impact is larger than many people realize. They influence K-pop in several ways. Multinational lineup become more accepted, experimental sound become mainstream, large group choreography become more popular, flexible membership become a more realistic concept. NCT showed that you don't need to fit a single mold to be successful. You can break the mold entirely.
They also changed how companies think about global audiences. NCT proved you can build strong fandoms in Korea and internationally by embracing diversity. Their model is often referenced by new companies designing new groups. Many newer idols and rookies have cited NCT as an influence, especially in performance, multicultural identity, and experimental music. NCT isn't just a group inside K-pop now. They are part of the framework that shapes K-pop's future. As we reach the conclusion, we want to highlight the core ideas we've explored. NCT is a group built on innovation not just in music, but in structure, branding, and cultural strategy. They were designed for a world that is constantly evolving, and their flexibility allows them to adapt to trends faster than traditional groups.
NCT's story, from SM Rookies to Empathy to Resonance, show how powerful a well-designed system can be. They represent creativity, diversity, and the globalization of the culture. And regardless of how K-pop industry changes, the NCT model will always be remembered as one of the boldest innovations in idol history. Thank you for listening.
드디어만 넌 어땠니 우린 꽤나 만난 것 같니 느낀 대로만 나의 그게 삭제됐나 아팠던 네 기억도 안 나 Baby 너의 두 눈을 보며 거쳐 눈을 떠봐 진실을 마주해 넌 이제 이미 텅빈 듯한 이 느낌 Riding and rolling 널 위로 가득 채워 melody Riding and rolling 정긴 나창 뛰어 놀아버릴까 On the stage dream 이게 우리 feel yeah ABC Dino ABC Sing dinosaurs A to Z